So this is just a blank Drupal installation with Entity Legal enabled and views, and another dependency which is Entity API. So if we go to structure, there's a section called legal documents, and at the moment it's blank. We've got no legal documents configured on the site. So here we just add a legal document. We give it a label that means something to us. It doesn't mean anything to anyone else. So we're going to call it terms and conditions. I've already created heaps of them on this computer. And we're going to say, okay, new users will have to accept it. So that's what we tick here. And then we hit next. So now it's telling us to create a new version of the document because everything's versioned. So we're going to call it terms and conditions v1. Our name for us can be that, version 1. And that's the acceptance level, like next to the checkbox. We can just leave that as I agree. So we save that, and here we are. Here's our current version and our settings. So this is a bit of a catch. Like, as soon as you create a legal document, you have to go into permissions, and you have to just make sure that people can view it, because because otherwise they're going to be able to agree to something that they can't view. So we've got to say view terms and conditions for authenticated and anonymous users, and reaccept will be for authenticated, and we'll go down and save that. There might be some documents that you only want certain roles to be able to accept or view, which is fine. Like maybe you have a normal news section and then a finance section, and then you have a financial agreement that comes in there. Okay, so now if we go into a new one of these, and we go here, we can create a test user. And here it is, I agree. And you can read the document here, and that's version 1. It's all very good. So if you don't tick agree, it says, it's required. So let's create a new account. It's all created, and we can use the site. We're logged in, it's all good. We're a fresh user. So what happens now is back here, we're going to create a new version. I'm going to call it terms and conditions version 2. Version 2, text. I'm going to hit save. Terms and conditions version 1 is still the default, and we can view what version 2 looks like. Everyone's happy, signed off, etc. That's all good. Other people can't view it, just us. So then we hit this as the new default version and hit save. So the issue is now, I'm over here, I'm still logged in as a user, right? And I'm still using the site and having a good time. And I haven't accepted this new version. I don't even know it's changed. So all we need to do is here, under existing users, we just need to require existing users to accept the agreement. And there's a few methods. So the default is an annoying pop-up, which is like a jQuery UI pop-up. So it's like in the way, you can't do anything, whatever page you go to. There's another one here, which is a Drupal warning message, which is a little bit less offensive. And basically, that's going to give you a message every time you go to any page on the site. And once you agree to this, the message goes away. And then the third method is a redirection, which is my favorite, which is like, that's the one we implemented because it's so brutal. Like you can't do anything on the site. So you try and go to my account, it redirects you. You try and go to the home page, it redirects you. And it redirects you, but it adds this destination parameter here to direct you to the page you wanted to go after you hit agree. So I'm going to agree now, and now I can freely browse this site again. And what's cool is we kind of keep an audit trail. So if you go acceptances here, you can see when the user's accepted, which is important for like legal and everything like that. And yeah, the version they've accepted. What's funny as well is if you roll back to version 1 and there's been a user since that just accepted version 2, they'll actually get notified as well to accept version 1. So it's not really a time-based thing, it's like literally which version is the current one, that's the one that users have to accept to use the site. So yeah, I think that that solved what we did. That integrates with views, and you can plug into the new users and existing users to add your own reactions very easily. So you can say, oh, email everybody or whatever. And if you want a program, you can do that. So that's Entity Legal. Can I suggest a contrib? Yeah.